Hey guys, my name is Chabim, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another Flood in-depth episode. And today we're going to be talking about weapon balance, and or weapon placement on your map. So, weapon placement has definitely changed a lot from Halo Reach to Halo 4. I can't say much about Halo 3, just because I didn't really get into forging that much, or playing matchmaking, considering I did not have an Xbox at the time. So I can't really speak about that game, but it's definitely changed from Reach to Halo 4. One of the main things being ordnance drop, and along with the fact that there's lots of new weapons in this game, especially UNSC. So one of the typical things that comes to my mind first when how weapon balance or weapon placement has changed rather is the fact that the ordnance drops, they have little indicators that pop up. So one thing that goes along with this is you don't want to put a lot of weapons on your map, especially because these indicators will pop up all over the player's screen. It can get really disorienting and very annoying at the same time. So you definitely want to avoid that, and it can lead to balancing issues too because you have way too many weapons on your map. So try to stick to small amounts of weapons. And right now I'm going to show you guys some examples of how I place my weapons and why I place my weapons on my map, Refugees Bend. Now the first weapon is this assault rifle. Now the reason I put it by this door is because you have to take your time to make it up the ramp and then walk down the catwalk and then get to the thing. So it's completely out of your way, so you got to take a whole new route just to get to it. Now the frag grenades up there, I believe, you have to take your time to make that little jump up to get up there. And with the shotguns are a little bit special because I always like to place them in holdout points because of the fact that if you just pull them out in the open, I typically think that wherever the shotgun is a good holdout point. So you just want to put those wherever a good holdout point might be. Make sure you don't overpower them also. And for the snipers, all I can say really is to avoid putting them in long sight lines and or height advantages. And especially, like, I've seen people make sniper's nests. Those are very bad for gameplay. Now just avoid those as much as you can. They're not very realistic. Usually you want to find the weapons on the low ground in the map because there'd be no incentive for the player to move after they pick up a weapon if it's very high up on the ground. Now another thing that has changed into Halo 4 is kind of you always want to place your weapons out of the player's way because the weapons have their own like little the ordnance drops have their little like capsule thing that drops down, and this can get very annoying if the player doesn't see it right away. They can kind of bump into it, so you always want to try to keep this around corners and stuff to keep it out of the player's way. That way it won't affect their movement. It might seem kind of silly that they might be running into something like that, but I've seen people do it and I've done it myself a few times, and it gets kind of annoying and it kind of slows you down, especially if you're trying to run away from Flood and that slows you down and gets you killed. That can be very irritating. So that's all I really got to say about weapon placement. So it's definitely changed from Halo Reach to Halo 4, and I just wanted to update you guys on how you can adapt to it, and don't use the same methods as you did in Halo Reach. They will work for the most part, but some smaller aspects don't work as well. The main impact of it is definitely the fact that those ordnance indicators pop up, and I've seen a lot of people make the mistake of placing too many weapons on their map because it gets very annoying to see all those little indicators on your screen. So that's about it. If you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.